Yo, is it alright if I revive my dead channel that's all about pretty much mostly Sonic the Hedgehog to talk about some random ass anime, and more specifically, some random ass character in the anime that I liked? Yeah, cool, thanks. So yeah, you may be familiar with an anime that came out last year called Bocchi The Rock, and, well, to put it as non-biasly and as critically objectively as possible, this show is absolutely fantastic. It's great. One of the best slice of life animes I have ever watched. This show manages to somehow be relatable, sad, funny, charming, and comfortable all in one. It's great. And part of that is down to its really colorful, really fun cast of characters that all play off each other really well. So, my favorite character in this show is Kikuri Hiroi, the alcoholic bassist of Sick Heck, a renowned band within the universe of the show. So, why is she my favorite? Is it because her rampant alcoholism is funny? Kinda. Is it because she has a really cool design? Yeah, that plays a big part in it. Do I just need a bad bitch to fuck up my life? Maybe. But I think the main thing... It is just the bad bitch to fuck up my life thing. That's the main thing I like. But from a storytelling perspective, I think one thing that's really cool about her is how she plays the mentor character role. There's a few characters you could argue play the mentor role in the show, but I think Kikuri specifically plays a big mentor role to Bocchi, or Hitori Goto as she's legally named, but everyone in the show just calls her Bocchi, you get the idea. One thing I like is how Bocchi is aware of both the things that are great about Hiroi and the things that aren't so great about her. Like, for instance, you see in the episode where they go to see Kikuri play live, that they acknowledge that she is very good at playing and good at singing. That's the obvious first big boon she has in her favor. And she acknowledges that she carries a really heavy charisma. She's really fun to watch. And yeah, I agree with that. She's very fun to watch. I watched this entire show like 3 times in a row and she never got boring. But she's also acknowledges her flaws. She's reckless. She's kind of goes with the flow to a dangerous degree. And of course, let's not forget the rampant alcoholism. Another thing I think helps highlight the similarities between Bocchi and Kikuri a lot is the fact that we learn later on that Kikuri is very much like Bocchi in the sense that she started off being very introverted, very quiet, very gloomy, very reserved, and eventually, as time went on, she goes on to break out of her shell. Meaning that Kikuri kinda is a sign of where Bocchi's life could go in the future, both the good and the bad. In Kikuri, we see both a possible shine of hope for where the future for Kisoku Band could go, in the sense that Sick Heck is a very successful band in the local music scene, which gets a lot of attention and sells a lot of tickets. But we could also see where things could go wrong for them. We could see the destructive habits that they could potentially pick up while being caught up in the wave of fame. And I think that makes an interesting dynamic between Bocchi and Kikuri. Another fun parallel between Bocchi and Kikuri is the show makes an attempt to highlight both of them having some sort of serious mode. You'll notice that, like most of the characters in this show, these two are both very wacky and over the top and ridiculous, but when they're playing and like they're in the zone, we can see both these characters, something clicks in them, and they're just like, cool, I'm about to go Ultra Instinct on these motherfucking strings. It's kind of conveyed, for Kikuri, it's opening her eyes. Like, throughout most of the show, she's got her eyes closed in this goofy, happy expression. And with Bocchi, we see her kind of go into this very stoic facial expression while playing the guitar. And I think that's a cool way to show a parallel between the two. Both have a very clearly animated tick for when they enter into the flow state. And yeah, that's why I think Kikuri is a cool character. She's a really interesting mentor character that has a couple flaws of her own, but sees her past self in the person she's taking under her wing and wants to help in any way she can as a result. And if Bocchi is able to take in everything and learn from Kikuri, then she'll be a great bandman. But she'll be an even better bandman if she learns not to pick up Kikuri's bad habits as well. And that's what makes Kikuri such an interesting character. She has everything that Bocchi needs to learn, but she also has her own problems that if Bocchi can avoid or iron out, she can become even better. That's basically it. I just wanted to talk about Kikuri for a few minutes. That's all. See ya.